Today, I'm doing a free tutorial on something that's absolutely critical for growing your remodeling business: how to create profitable advertising. If you've ever felt like your ad spend isn't delivering, or you're not sure how to measure its success, this video is for you. We're going to break it all down and focus on one key ratio that determines whether your advertising is profitable. It's the lifetime value to cost to acquire a customer ratio, otherwise known as LTV to CAC. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to calculate your customer lifetime value and cost to acquire a customer, and why a ratio greater than 3-to-1 is your golden ticket to advertising success. Let's start with what this 3-to-1 ratio actually means. For every dollar you spend on acquiring a customer, you should be making back at least $3 in lifetime value. This ensures your advertising isn't just breaking even, it's driving profit and sustainable growth. To make this actionable, we need to unpack two things: customer lifetime value and cost to acquire a customer. First up, let's talk about LTV, or lifetime value. This is the total revenue a customer brings to your business over the course of their relationship with you. For remodelers, this can also include repeat projects and referrals. For simplicity's sake, we're just going to include the first project. Here's how you calculate it. If your average job size is $100,000 and your average gross margin is 30%, your customer lifetime value, or LTV, is $30,000. Very straightforward. This customer is worth the gross margin to your business because 70% of that $100,000 is already out the door to materials and labor to complete the project. $30,000 is left to run the business. If you're really looking to scale and get more aggressive, I'd also include repeat jobs and referral revenue. Here's how you calculate it. Average revenue per job times your average gross margin, and then we're going to look at the average number of jobs per customer. So how often does the same customer work with you? Maybe they remodel a bathroom now and come back for a kitchen later. If 10% of your clients are repeat, then the average jobs would be 1.1. Then we want to look at referrals per customer. On average, how many new customers does each client bring you through referrals? Say 25% of your customers bring you a new client, then you'd use 1.25. Multiply these together and you have your LTV. Let's run through an example. So if your average project generates $100,000 and the average customer does 1.1 projects with you over their lifetime, and again, that just means 1 out of every 10 customers does a repeat with you, and then 25% of your customers refer you a project. In this scenario, your lifetime value is $137,500, which is pretty powerful. So you take $100,000 times 1.1 times 1.25, and that's how you get to $137,500. This means a customer is worth $41,250 to you over their lifetime, because this is the gross margin. Now, a quick note here. The reason I like to use the simple version is that you may have to wait a long time before that customer does another project or refers a project to you. That would impact your cash flow. So I like to be conservative and run the LTV on the first project they do with you. That means repeat projects and referrals are just gravy on top. Now, let's talk about CAC, or cost to acquire a customer. This is how much you're spending to land each new client through your advertising efforts. Here's how you're going to calculate it. You want to take your total sales and marketing spend, which is how much did you spend on marketing, sales, salaries, commissions, technology, and so on. And if you're the owner, you need to use a percentage of your salary that you spend on sales. If you spend half your time selling, put half your salary in this number. You need to include everything related to sales and marketing. Then we need to get the number of customers that you acquired or brought in. So how many customers did those ads bring in? Divide your total sales and marketing spend by the number of customers acquired, and you've got your cost to acquire a customer. All right, let's look at an example. If you spent $150,000 on sales and marketing and you landed 15 customers, then your cost to acquire a customer is $10,000. That is your cost to acquire a customer. Now, for many of you, this number might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've previously never included sales salaries or commissions. Now that we have both of our numbers, let's calculate our LTV to CAC ratio. So you're going to take your LTV and divide it by your cost to acquire a customer. Now, your LTV was $30,000 and your cost to acquire was $10,000. So in this case, your ratio is 3-to-1. $30,000 divided by $10,000. Many businesses have a much lower ratio, sometimes below 3 to 1. That's where profitability issues come in. If your ratio is below 3 to 1, you're likely spending too much on sales and marketing, or you're not generating enough gross margin per customer. The goal is to be at a minimum of 3 to 1 and ideally more. How do you improve this ratio? There are 3 strategies. First, you can increase your lifetime value, or LTV. You can focus on more higher-end clientele and bigger projects, or by getting customers to come back multiple times. Make your customer experience so good that they come back for more and refer their friends. The second thing you can do is lower your cost to acquire. So you can optimize your sales and marketing for higher conversion rates, and that means refining your targeting, improving your ad copy, using retargeting campaigns, as well as analyzing your entire sales process to close more deals. The third thing that we need to do is track and measure. You can't improve what you don't measure. Make sure you're consistently tracking your LTV and your CAC metrics. By focusing on these 3 areas, you'll start to see your LTV to CAC ratio improve, making your sales and marketing more profitable and scalable. Marketing and advertising isn't just about throwing money at ads and hoping for the best. It's about creating a system where every dollar you spend drives real, measurable profit. And that starts with understanding your lifetime value and your cost to acquire a customer. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure that you like this video or hit subscribe to Builder Funnel TV and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We'll see you next time here on Builder Funnel TV.